chicken fingers.
All right, what's up, guys? John and Makayla here. Another Friday answering your guys' questions or whatever you guys want to talk about. So if you have a question, definitely drop it in the chat and we will answer it.
I even wore my Miami hat today.
What'd you say?
I wore my Miami hat today.
Ooh, is that the sellers conference one?
No.
Oh, I think he like posted that like he's gonna send hats out if you wanted one, but
I got this shirt on.
Let's go. Yeah.
Yeah.
The more and more like I'm here, I'm like, oh, I wish I was back in Miami. I really like the weather. Like, I don't know.
I know. The more I think about it, the more I want to move to Miami.
Yeah, I feel like eventually, I mean, it's probably for me like just inevitable. Like
start like a community down there.
Yeah, so that's kind of where like I'm at.
Not a Greco either. That's cheesy. Somewhere else.
Yeah, no. I mean, yeah, I feel like I just want like the weather. The weather is just so nice, and that's kind of like where it's at for me. Yeah,
much better than Midwest.
Yeah, it's like the weather hasn't been like terrible here, but it's I don't know, not like Miami.
It's too cold.
Florida. What have you been up to this week?
Finished my house, which John and I were talking about earlier before we started. Finished that, and then I just went to look at 2 other properties.
Oh wow!
Back on the grind again. 1 done. We need 5 more this year, so
nice.
The next one.
That's
needs
awesome.
a lot of work. Probably.
You're more trying to go for like the fixer upper kind of property.
Yeah, that's what I like doing. I don't. So my realtor, he's also a real estate investor. So it's kind of nice to be able to like bounce ideas off of him because he's been around longer than I have. But we were talking about that, and he's more of a turnkey property, doesn't want to put too much money into it, just slap some paint on it, maybe replace the floors and then rent it out. And I'm just not that person. I'm like, I understand why people are that way, and I'm cool with that. But I like the BRRRR method. So in order to like actually make money and make it make sense, I need to at least add value to a house, and obviously it needs to be distressed property to add value to, so that it appraises higher once I'm done renovating it. And then I can obviously cash it out and take my money out of it and hopefully not leave any left into the deal and then do it again infinite amount of times. So I like that kind of stuff. I don't really like the turnkey properties. He just doesn't have much time because he does real estate. He also does like insurance stuff.
Wow.
Not taxes. He does taxes. He manages like all the H&R blocks around me, and he does some other stuff. So he just doesn't have time to do it where I have, I guess, more time. Not really, but.
No, that makes sense. So what is your plan now that your house is done? Are you going to put it, like, where are you going to list it for rent, or you already have?
Yeah. I'm going to put it probably on Facebook Marketplace because that seems to be like the hot thing around me. Do that, and that way I can kind of find information about them too.
Yeah, no, that's a good point.
So
yeah, if they're like sketchy or something, like they're definitely gonna have some sketchy pictures or like something.
It's a good, I guess, litmus test to see if they could distribute a good one or not. And then I'm gonna list it on apartments.com.
Smart.
Maybe. I don't know. I'm just gonna have apartments.
It's a marketplace. I mean, it's just so easy to like get something up there, and then like just to go back and forth with people. It's like so like easy.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's convenient too. I mean,
Kayla just wants to get on home and garden television.
I'm too cool for HGTV. That's beneath
you.
Yeah,
make your own TV show. No, that's awesome. That's exciting, I guess. I mean, hopefully, yeah, you'll get someone like quickly off the bat, and then
I hope so. There's nothing for rent in my area, so
that would make sense. I mean, yeah, I feel like there's like we've even been like looking at houses and stuff, and it's like either super expensive or that's like just so ridiculous, like or like places to rent is the same. Like the pricing is just kind of ridiculous for like what we're looking for. So it's just kind of annoying. Even over here. Yeah, I mean that. Yeah, maybe this is the opportunity to get in there. But who knows? How's your private label product?
Oh, it's been okay.
So.
I'm not sure the future of that yet.
Have you sold the majority of what you bought?
Yeah. I've sold over half now. I ordered quite a few because I was an idiot, but you live and you learn. You should make mistakes and then learn from those mistakes and be like, not going to do that again. So next time, I'm not going to do that. I think I've sold about half or almost half now. So I think probably
you get it?
Months.
Okay.
When did I get it?
Yeah, like live on Amazon, I guess.
Oh, it's been 2 months now.
I mean, I don't know how much you bought, but I guess
I bought 1,000.
It's not terrible.
I bought 1,008 units of them. So.
Oh, but I mean, I guess you sold a good bit though. I mean, 500 units in 2 months is like for a brand new product like no one heard of. I mean, that's not bad.
It's not bad. It's just advertising. It's just hard. PPC is hard.
Yeah, I can imagine too. It's like, do you have any like plans to do? Oh, good. Kayla's on a call.
Okay, I thought it was something important. It's not.
Okay. I don't like to answer. Have any like plans to like, I don't know, try to get it on like TikTok or something, or like
I don't know,
influencer or something like that?
I'm still trying to decide what I want to do with this brand, because I've talked to some people and I don't know if I'm going to be able to take it as far as I want to take it. Is it doing good right now? Yeah, I think I'll probably go over like 6,000 this month. So I mean, not bad. But I want to be able to take it a lot further than just like 20,000 a month. Like I want to be able to make some good money. And I need to add on products too. I'm not just going to make it just off that alone. But I don't know. The brand, the niche that I got in was kind of difficult, and my mentor at the time didn't really say that part.
Got it.
So now that I have knowledge and know people that actually know what they're doing, they're like, yeah. So I might end up launching a new product here in the next year.
Yeah, I mean that's definitely because like now that you have like the basics down, it's like anything else. You just have to apply it to like a different market or a different item or idea.
Yeah, it's just hard. Private label is hard. That's why I'll never, ever, ever, ever encourage somebody to start out with Amazon and do private label right off the rip, unless you have like really good mentors and you have guidance and you're willing to spend a decent amount of money to make sure it really goes well. But like when people come to me, I don't ever recommend private label to start.
Yeah,
it's just.
What's up, Corey? What's going on,
Corey?
Hey guys, Makayla, have you seen wholesale websites that offer a bunch of different vendors and sells their vendors' products through their website? It feels like a middleman.
Yeah, have you seen wholesale that offer a bunch of different vendors? I guess it depends if you're going distributor route or you're going brand direct. I mean, distributors, they just usually distribute multiple kinds of products. Like they don't just distribute typically, like the ones that I work with, especially like general wholesalers, like general merchandise wholesalers, I should say. They just sell a variety of things. So it could be like soap, it could be body wash, it could be a wide variety. So I mean, technically a wholesaler, a middleman. Like if you're not getting it from the brand itself, there's somebody obviously in between you and the brand. So that is technically a middleman then. I'm not sure if I'm totally getting what you're saying, but
yeah, it almost seems like they're almost describing like a distributor website.
Yeah, like
That's
if it's
what a distributor would do.
yeah, if you're not buying direct from the brand itself, then that there is a middleman.
Makayla doll on a jet ski. Who knows? It's possible.
I should. That'd be funny, and I even include the music too.
Yeah, no, that would definitely be a good one to do. Jeez, that's funny.
Oh, sorry, weird question. Don't know how to.
No,
Okay.
no worries. But yeah, it
Yeah.
almost seems like it's like I don't know anything about wholesale, but like it almost sounds like what a distributor would do, but that it's like on a website.
Most of mine don't have like websites where they sell it directly on it, like
Yeah,
Walmart, like that. Most of them have catalogs. It's just so much easier to go through the catalog than it is to go through a website. But that's another good thing. If people don't like to go through websites, you may find some really good stuff on a website because people like me hate that. I mean, do I still do it? Yeah, but that's not my favorite thing.
Yeah, no, there seems like I feel like that's for anything. Like I've been doing lately for online arbitrage, like just a lot more like keep a product finder stuff instead of just kind of doing like the same old like reverse sourcing and like searching sales. And it's definitely paid off a lot better than just doing the same old.
Yeah, I agree. Any kind of extra work to anything sets yourself apart from most people because most people are just inherently just lazy people. And that's just how it is. So
yeah,
you just gotta set yourself apart by doing the stuff that people don't like to do.
I agree. Yeah, when everyone whenever ever anyone says like, "Oh, this takes forever," I'm like, I wonder if it really does, or they just don't know what they're doing, or what. Did you guys both stop selling apparel? For the most part, I haven't bought any new apparel. I still have some stuff that I'm selling through. I don't know. It's kind of never like to say Amazon is saturated, but the kind of stuff I was buying definitely is saturated.
Yeah, I haven't bought OA since the second week, I think, of December.
Wow.
That's obviously apparel no longer because I don't do it for wholesale. So no, I think I have maybe one or two ASINs left from OA, and then the rest is wholesale.
That's awesome. Yeah, no, I'm like, I don't know if I'm like teetering on the fence. Maybe I should like kind of start looking to wholesale. I don't know. But yeah, OA is definitely I think there's gonna be a lot of opportunity because I think a lot of people are starting to like move towards wholesale. So it could definitely turn the other way where it's just like
Probably gonna be good.
January and February kind of always suck for online arbitrage anyway. Just like a general rule of thumb after coming off all those sales and stuff. But yeah, someone was saying the other day, they were just like, I found like a wholesaler who does apparel. They're like, would you want to be part of the buy? I'm like, absolutely not.
I know.
No.
Apparel's great. I had my, fun with it, made my money off of it.
Same.
My return rate is so much better now. It's like 3%, and it was like 6 to 6.5%.
Yeah, like I make so much more money. Like my sales might be lower now, but like my margin is like way up as I find my way through to like newer items. Like I think that's like a huge misconception. People are just like, oh yeah, just like buy new stuff. It's like, yeah, like I get that. Like, but like it's like I spent like a year learning like apparel and the sales and where to buy them and all that kind of stuff. And then it's like, yeah, to replace like 90% of your spend like overnight, like it just doesn't happen.
No, and that's the same thing with wholesale. When you switch to wholesale, people just think that you need to. Even I did. I mean, I was like, I got full send it, and I need to make sure I can like replace my OA, but like it doesn't happen overnight for people. Like I don't know.
I feel like it's just starting to click for me, and it's like hard because it's like, like I'm trying to find higher ASP things. It's almost like when I first started, it's like, okay, like you're finding these like little one-off kind of opportunities and stuff, as you kind of wade your way through. But now it's like, okay, like this is working, that's not working. I should probably look more into that or more into this. And it's slowly but surely starting to like kind of get a lot better. But it's definitely, I think that's one of the hardest parts of switching direction is not going back, because it'd be real easy. Like I'd be like, oh, maybe I should like just see what like Kohl's has. I'm like, no, like stay off that site. Like do not.
Yeah. It's so easy to like fall into old habits and try to, because like I know that, oh, like if I need to spend like 20,000, I know where I could, you know what I mean? And
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
we don't do that anymore. We don't do that anymore.
Exactly. Yeah. And that, yeah, it's just interesting too. It's like, I could deploy this, but then I'm like, it's just like a constant, like, it's not what I'm trying to do right now. How often you guys hit in the buy box on your items? Do you care if you don't? I have no idea. I guess on some products, probably more than others. I don't know. I just kind of go by my sales. I mean, I don't know. Makayla hits the buy box 100% of the time on her PL.
I do. Cha-ching.
Do you think you could ever get a suppressed buy box on a PL listing?
I have no idea.
I wonder if they're ever just like, yeah, that price is way too high. Like, that'd be crazy.
That's junk. You need to sell it for less than that.
Garbage.
No, that'd be funny though.
That'd be hilarious. You guys have great content. So much I have learned. Thanks, Kevin.
Trying our hardest here.
Yeah, lucky this guy.
Been out here lately.
Yeah. What's up, Reseller Madness?
Left and right.
Yeah, lots of we've been in it. What do you all think about bundling name brand products that work as a bundle to try to get an edge on competition? What do you mean, like a shampoo and a conditioner or something like that, or like toothpaste and a toothbrush? Probably something like that. I mean, I guess it's a good idea. I mean, I kind of hate those people that have like, it's a very profitable product and then they like comes with an index card with my name on it. You're like, why? Like, why did you do that? Yeah, I mean, I think anything, I don't know. I feel like the best way, in my opinion, to get a competitive edge is just kind of like master, like, I don't know, let's call it like 2, 3, 4, like really good niches or websites that you could just spend tons of money on. I almost think that's the more important part is like finding websites that you could actually buy what you need. Because ease of buying as you scale up becomes like one of the biggest factors. Because like you can't be, checking out a Target 5 items like 20 times. Like there's not enough time in the day to do that kind of stuff anymore. It's like great when you start, but like as you scale up, it's just like I need to buy 20 or 30 of something, or at least 10 or 12, like back to back to back to kind of make it make sense for me. But yeah, I mean, bundles are good, but I don't know. I've been on bundles. I've never created my own bundle, but
Neither.
I mean, definitely possible.
I know people do it for wholesale a lot.
Yeah.
But I've never personally done it.
Yeah, I do think that, yeah, bundles are definitely could be a good edge that you just have to find. Like, there are some people, I don't know if you've ever seen it, but they do like bags of potato chips and stuff. Like, they'll sell like 48 bags of chips. So they're buying these huge quantities of like 4-ounce bags. They'll be like 5 Cheetos, like 5 potato chips, 5 free, and it's just this huge thing, and it like comes in a box, and they call it like a care package box or something.
On Amazon?
Yeah, it's crazy.
What?
Yeah, and
Okay,
I was like, huh, that's interesting. Like, because that stuff is so light too, so it kind of makes sense. But yeah, I don't kind of know what they're doing there, but I always kind of found that interesting.
Yeah, that is interesting. I've never seen that. That's funny.
I saw an ASIN that had 22 pack of soda variety that sells $1,600 a month. Only one seller is PL. Interesting.
That's nuts.
I've definitely seen like the other day someone was selling like the prime drink. They were selling, they're bundling different flavors. Like they must buy the 24 pack and then sell like one of each flavor or something like that. Which seems kind of like a nightmare, but I guess if it works, because they're kind of heavy too. But I mean, there was one thing I saw. It was the weirdest thing, the weirdest bundle I've ever saw. I think it was like a bag of peanuts and like a pack of gum, like a 25-cent pack of gum. It was like the weirdest thing ever. It was like 2 bags of peanuts and like 5 sticks of gum. And I was like, what is this? Is crazy.
Did it sell well?
Yeah, it did. And I was like, like I feel like I was gonna test it, but then I couldn't get the gum, or I don't know what it was. And I was like, you know what? I don't have time for this. Moving on.
People do it though, especially the prime. Sorry, I need my KFC. Please, KFC sponsor me. I need more KFC.
KFC sponsor me. Yeah, that'd be nice.
KFC, thank you.
KFC. That's funny. Yeah.
I got home like 5 minutes before this started, so I had to quickly eat this.
Yeah, I just got off like a coaching call and I was like, damn, like I gotta hurry and eat something before the live. But yeah, let's see. These were Pepsi, Coke, and all flavors they own. Price worked to be $1.95 each can. And you can buy them at Wally for 50 cents. Huh. What do you think about bundles?
That's interesting.
That is interesting. I think they were doing the Prime too from Walmart because they worked out. I don't know what the math was, but like it probably would have worked. I don't know. Maybe it's still going good. Maybe it's not. But I mean, yeah, I think that it just all comes down to like how much work you want to do. I mean, I'd want to be I probably wouldn't be packaging sodas together for like $2 a bundle. I'd want like at least like $5 or $6. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at that. Running your own warehouse versus just prep centers, pros and cons.
He's perfect for that question.
Yeah, for me, I've run my own warehouse. I've used prep centers. So for me, I'll start with the cons. Cons is overhead. My warehouse, a lot of people think when they get a warehouse that you're just getting space, but you're really not. Like you have rent, you have electric, you have garbage, you have like all this stuff, like dumb stuff like toilet paper, soap, like you have to keep it clean. Like there's all this stuff that goes with that. You know, you're gonna have to have employees. There's a whole bunch of stuff that goes with that. And then yeah, you always, have to be there. You have to keep people working all the time. You have something for them to do. But I mean, it is nice to have your own space. So some pros I would say is you have your own space. 2, you kind of control all your inventory and how fast it gets out. So when stuff gets delivered to the warehouse, I know how much exactly is supposed to be there. And then if it's not there, I could take it from there. Where when it goes to a prep center, I'm not exactly sure how much was delivered or whatnot or what's going on. Trying to think. Biggest pro is I don't have to touch anything. So I'm basically just sending stuff. I mean, I prepped everything in Q4 and I was doing a lot of apparel. I mean, I have pictures of like 150 Kohl's bags, poly mailers for like 200 pieces of clothing, like absolutely ridiculous. So not having that around is definitely nice. Not having stuff in my house, all that kind of stuff. And I think obviously the biggest benefit would be if you have one in a sales tax free state, you don't pay sales tax. For me, sales tax here is like 6%. So if I bought something for $100, I'd have to pay $6 tax. But if I send it to a prep center, they'll prep it for, I don't know, $1, $1.50. So I'm actually making an extra $5 on that. So that's a big benefit. And then time. I personally do not like prepping stuff. It's kind of a pain. It's just not what I want to be doing. So I think that's kind of a big pro as well. I don't know. Obviously, you run a prep center, so.
Yeah. So I don't own my own warehouse. We just do the prep center, obviously. And I thought about, opening up my own warehouse and doing it out of there. And I'm honestly glad I didn't. But it's all up to you personally.
Yeah.
It's a little bit different. And I just didn't want to have to. So I live in the middle of nowhere. So the nearest place I could probably get a warehouse is in like 2 hours away, maybe an hour and a half. So I just didn't want to have to potentially move or potentially have to drive an hour and a half, 2 hours every day.
Yeah.
Just didn't want to have to do that. And I didn't want to have to be tied down to this area specifically, or any area specifically. If I wanted to be able to like go somewhere, I wouldn't have to worry about my employees. I wouldn't have to worry about the warehouse, all of those things. I'm just sending things obviously to the prep center, and everything is working out beautifully. So it honestly was really good timing, because that was around the time I was thinking about getting a warehouse, and this kind of just fell into my lap. So I was like, I'd rather just do this, honestly. But if I didn't own the prep center, I'd still go the prep center route. It didn't matter. After I thought about it, after I talked to some people, and they're like, yeah, you think you're saving a lot of money by, opening up your own warehouse. But like John said, there's a lot of added expenses and hassles and stress. So I just personally couldn't see me being happy and me loving having a warehouse. And so when I went out to Oregon to finally meet my business partners and to see the warehouse, we were out there. I was out there for 6 days, and we were in the warehouse for only a few days. And I was like, yeah, like, not for me.
Yeah, no. And yeah, a couple other things I think I just kind of thought of as you were talking is, one, you are most likely, unless you like have a friend or something, you're at least going to have to sign like a 1-year lease, or most likely 2 or 3 years for most. Like if it's like a commercial company, like you're going to be locked in for like 2 years. Sometimes that property would be like, oh, if you need more space, as long as you like get it with our company, like we'll let you out of the lease to move up. And yeah, when you sign, when I signed my warehouse lease, I don't know what it was, like 22, I think it was $2,200 a month. When you sign it, it's like, you're signing that like you owe me $30,000. Like you just added $30,000 that like you have to make up now. So hopefully when you're getting a warehouse, like you got to be like, okay, likely you would need to like triple your business depending on like what you're trying to do. But like you're on the hook for that. Like, so you're now like minus 30,000 for that. So that's just some things to think about. And I'd also say you have to be like an operator. For me, that's just not necessarily my strength. Like I don't want to figure out the most efficient way to like polybag something and get like 5 people to work together and get them to stay working. Like this is not what I want to be doing. So that's another reason why I'm just like, I'd rather just use a prep center. And I think a lot of people will say, oh, they're going to lose stuff or they break stuff or whatever. Like I've lost stuff and broke stuff. Like I pick something up, it just happens. It's just part of it. Yeah, that's all I gotta say about that. I have brand product listed for 2 months now, and brand has strict policy maps. So in short, I'm unable to decrease price. How can I win buy box in such case? Product have 500 plus sales per month. I don't know much about it, but I feel like if you want to keep working with the people, you gotta stay under map. I don't know. Do you know anything about it?
Yeah, it's just basically an advertised price.
Oh yeah, I just know you can't go below it. So yeah, I don't know.
If you can't go any further on the price, then you can't. You know what I mean? Like either A, you break it and then you could potentially lose that supplier, or you just sit there and you wait until it's your turn to get my box.
Well, I guess it'd be interesting. So like I feel like it's whatever the abbreviation. I wonder if you could offer a coupon. Because technically it's listed at whatever price you want them to have. But if you offer a coupon, maybe that's the way around it.
I don't know. I don't know that kind of stuff. Like if they tell me, hey, you can't drop it below this, I'm gonna say, Roger that.
Yeah.
It's not worth losing a good connection over.
Hello, I'm gating grocery, but can't get ungated in subcategory grocery. I keep submitting same photos and invoice, keep getting denied. What am I doing wrong? I don't know. Where'd you buy it from? Maybe it's your supplier. I don't know. Ask seller support. Hey, what are you looking for? I'm sending pictures. Do you want to see something out? Or call them on the phone and be like, listen, I sent you the pictures. Like, what's wrong with them? Or what's wrong with the invoice? Sometimes you really have to mock up the invoice. So if it has like your billing, like highlight that, say, hey, that's me. Like, hey, highlight the product. Hey, this is the exact title that is on Amazon. Hey, here's the SKU. This is the ASIN that goes to it. Really like spell it out for them. There's like, I don't know, just Google like free PDF markup or something like that. You could do it with that. Or you just could have like a supplier that like they're just not like, yeah, I don't know who that supplier is. And that's maybe a reason.
Yeah. Drop in the chat who you used, and then maybe that's why. Because that is a very strong possibility. That it's just the supplier that you used. They don't accept that invoice because it's just how it works.
Yeah. Some hard to find ungates for me. Any tips? Hookah and Ninja. Ninja, you could probably use Kohl's, I would think.
I was already auto-ungated, so I'm not sure about that.
Same. Hookah.
And I don't sell hookah.
Neither do I. I don't know. I'd say hookah. Maybe try buying like 10 pairs of socks on their website or something. I don't know. Or start looking at who sells hookah shoes and then see if there's like a legit. Normally just be like, oh, East Bay. Just go buy some sneakers. But East Bay is done. I wonder if you could do it from like Foot Locker now that I think about that. Or someone like that.
I recommend East Bay for every ungate.
Yeah, East Bay. That's funny.
Oh.
Yeah, hookah. What's up? There has to be like a big sport. I bet you if you used, I bet you Dick's would work. Now that I think about it, because they give like invoicey type of things. If they sell hookah, you probably use them. At what point should I get an LLC? I don't know. Whenever you think it's necessary. For me, the first year I didn't have one. I just did it in my personal name. And then when my accountant did everything for me, he was just like, yeah, I think this is getting kind of serious. So you should get an LLC. I don't know, probably if you're doing like maybe 20 grand in sales. It also depends on what you want to do with it. If you're just going to use this as a hobby, maybe you don't necessarily need one. But it's kind of a good idea because it will protect you. But
yeah, I mean, if you want to eventually move into wholesale, then you're going to have it. So I knew I was going to go into wholesale. So I think I got mine like a month or two, and it might have been like a month.
I think I actually got it when I started selling on Amazon. When I was flipping I flipped furniture for the first year, so I didn't have it for that. But then I think when I started Amazon, I got it within like the first month.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I've had issues. If I could have went back in time, I would have gotten my LLC right off the bat. And I just say that because of some of the stuff that I've been doing, and they require your LLC to be in business for X amount of time. Mm-hmm. And I know I think it was only like a month, but still, like for, I think for one of the loans I tried to get, they were like, yeah, your LLC has to be whatever in business for a year. And I'm at that point in time, I wasn't fully in a year yet. So I don't know, some stuff that you have to watch, because depending on how you're going to I guess, how far you're going to take this. If it's something that's not really that serious, then you don't have to worry about all this. But if down the road, other ventures and other opportunities to help your business, it may be really wise to kind of get that LLC opened up.
Yeah. You know, all this was just like advice, not professional advice. So
Yeah, I'm not a professional LLC.
Yeah.
I've
heard a lot of repricers, but haven't tried them yet. Have you seen a noticeable difference? Yeah, I mean, if I got a repricer from the start, repricer will definitely help you. I mean, you're competing against repricers. So if you're on Seller Central, matching buy box, or doing whatever you're doing, there's a machine that's operating 24/7 that's gonna either raise you a penny or put you under a penny, or just match wherever you just matched. So definitely being able to set it and forget it. Repricing just requires a lot of time. So if you just have something doing it for you, definitely worth it for me.
Yeah, I had a repricer from the beginning. I did the free trial of Go Aura, and then I ended up using it for like maybe two or so months, and then I went without one. I just manually repriced, and I did that for a while until the summer, and then finally I got Be Cool, and then I think I'm going to switch to SellerSnap finally.
I was gonna ask you. It sounds like you like do like SellerSnap or yeah. I'm using Go Aura. I really like Go Aura a lot. It's just easy for me. It's kind of not like set it forget it because you don't want to forget it, but it should make it really easy to stay on top of like keeping inventory priced competitively. So yeah, I'm definitely
try it out. You know, try them out. They all have free trials. Try them all out and figure out what you want, because you know everybody likes certain things. So you know the interface for Aura is so much better than Be Cool. Like
agreed.
and it's a lot faster.
That's why I went with Aura, because I was like, this is too complicated.
Yeah, but I guess I'm just committed at this point. I've been using it for a little bit, but I just haven't switched yet, and I need to.
Well, that was like the big thing for me. Like I was doing the OA challenge, and they did like a repricing thing, and Dylan, the founder of Go Aura, was like, "Oh, if you ever want to switch, like we'll set up all your strategies for you and like migrate everything." And I was like, "Oh, like okay, like I'll take them up on that," and they did it, and I was like, "Okay, like this is working like really good." So yeah, I was like, that's what I stayed with.
Yeah, then it's just personal preference. I don't think there is truly we're comparing like Be Cool and Profit Protector Pro and Aura. I don't honestly think there's like one that's like far superior than the others. I think they're all pretty much, you know what I mean? Now SellerSnap I've not used, so I can't attest to it, but people seem to think it's like very, very good compared to everything else. But to be determined once I decide to fork out the money to try it.
Yeah, same here. Like I'm kind of like, oh, I want to try it, but like kind of Go Aura is working for me right now. Probably who knows, maybe by the end of the year or something. But I don't know. I just kind of like Go Aura. They just released a new version that I think will be like up and running soon. So I'm excited to kind of try that. We'll see. But yeah, I would agree. I think most repricers, obviously I haven't tried SellerSnap or Profit Protector Pro. I'm pretty like it almost seems like they do the same thing. I remember Scott Needham saying it like Miami. It's like the first one. It was just like it's not necessarily what it's doing. It's like what you input into the system. Like it's like on you. It's like what you tell it to do. It's kind of how it performs, and if it's kind of not performing how you want, it's maybe you have like the wrong inputs or I don't know settings toggled on because they kind of. He's like, it's software. It just follows the rules. Doesn't have like a mind of its own. It follows the rules you give it. So something to think about.
The repricer is only as good as the person inputting the information.
Mm-hmm.
if you like don't set it up the right way, you don't, you know, follow the mins and max the right way, then obviously it's not going to work that great. But that's
I would agree.
That's on the person submitting the information.
Yeah, and I think that too. It's a lot of it's just, I guess, more like convenience too. It's like it's going to be easier for you to like stay competitive, and than it would be if you had to do it manually. But yeah, I don't know. I would definitely recommend getting one. Like Makayla said, a lot of them have free trials. So kind of do that. And there's a ton of videos out there of like kind of how to set them up.
Yeah, I think it's wise.
I think it's almost the hardest part about like most actual softwares. It's just like I just want to use it. Like I don't necessarily want to like go through all these directions. Like, I just want to like be set up and use it. One of the products I sell, I'm not the lowest price, but I have majority buy box share. You understand how the buy box win rate works? Kind of. Like Amazon doesn't really exactly say why, but it could be like for a lot of reasons. Most of the time, I feel like it's probably location. So basically, whoever is buying it, you could probably, wherever your stuff is, it will probably get to them the fastest. Your feedback plays a role into that. If you have bad feedback, Amazon trusts you less, so you're not going to get that buy box as much. Price obviously plays a role, competitive. Even if it's a lower price, I don't know, they just want you somewhere in the vicinity. I mean, if your price was like 40 or the other person's price is 40, they're probably not going to give it to you at like 70. But if you're like 45, 50, like maybe. What else? I'm trying to think what else. I don't know. Do you have anything else?
Honestly, the buy box is like Pandora's box. Nobody really truly understands and knows what it is. Like what makes people have the buy box over other people, even if they're priced differently and they have the lowest price and that person is not getting it as much as another person that's priced higher. But generally, like you said, it's location based, reviews, time like spent on that listing, and like if you can stay in stock for longer, because obviously if Amazon's all about like customers and meeting the needs of customers. And if you, so say John and I have a product, it's the same product, same price, we live generally in the same area, and I have 500 and he has 5, like, you know what I mean? Like I'm going to be on the buy box. I mean, I'm going to be on that listing longer. And then obviously that in turn, you should have the buy box longer. So it just depends. I mean, there's just, I don't know, like it's honestly one of those things that it's just an unknown. Like,
Yeah.
we think it's these, but we don't know for certain because nobody knows except for like the people, and it's like proprietary information, I guess.
Yeah, and it's like I've been on listings where during the year the buy box is suppressed, and during Q4 it's like almost double, and there's a buy box. So there's definitely
it's just so many things that doesn't make sense, but it is what it is. You know, you just okay. That sounds good.
Yeah. If I open another store, will that be an additional $40? Yeah, it'll be an additional $40. Yeah, I feel like sometimes a lot of people think like they used to for restock limits and all this stuff that they would just open another account, and everyone always wanted to know like why I had one. But like it's actually a really big pain in the butt. Like you need different so like everything you have basically doesn't apply. So you have to get ungated and everything. You need new software because GoAura actually could reprice 2 different accounts. Inventory Labs, you need a new subscription. Pretty much all the software you use, a lot of them do have like discounts if you like buying 2 subscriptions. So like email them. I just don't really see like the case why you need a second account unless you're going to do like private label or something like that.
Yeah, like my OA and my wholesale are on one account, and then obviously my private label is by itself, and it is such a hassle sometimes having 2 different accounts. And it's simply as just logging in every day to see my sales. I gotta like log out of one, log back in, then I gotta log back into my main account. So there's just
you could connect them though. So you could give your main account like how you give a VA access. So give like yourself access to it. So use your main account and give it whatever email you have for the second account. You could give them access. And then you just toggle between the two. It's literally like a drop down.
And what I have literally been logging out, logging back in like multiple times a day just to like be able to see my other sales. Like I have Seller Board already. Oh my God. Can we talk about Seller Board for 1 minute?
Yeah, go for it.
Has anybody had any issues with Seller Board recently? Because I am having some issues. Like my profit this month is wrong. Wrong.
Oh yeah. Wrong bad or wrong good?
Bad. Like it's not correct. So I was looking through there and for some reason it's showing me like losses on products that I didn't even sell. Like I didn't sell yet. Like if they're being like they're in transit. Like things that I am currently like people like my suppliers are packaging up, getting ready to send into Amazon. It's showing as losses, like $100 loss. Like I'm not talking like $5. I'm talking like hundreds of dollars worth of losses that I have no idea why. Because like I went in there a couple of days ago and I noticed my margin was like super, super low compared to what I usually do. And then I was looking, I was like, why is it showing as I lost $175 on this item? And I'm like, I haven't even sold any of them.
I'm gonna look now.
And then the small and light calculation, it doesn't always like work for mine either.
Interesting. Oh, look now.
Like I have product that I make like 100% ROI on, and it's showing a negative 75% ROI.
Jeez.
So my numbers are really messed up, and I don't know why. So then I texted my VA, my head VA, and I was like, "Yo,
look at
why do we have issues with this? Like, what's going on? Did you accidentally like input something in wrong?" And he's like, "No." He said, "This has been going on, like the small and light part. The small and light part has been going on since we started doing a lot of small and light." He said, "I tried to email their support and tell them that like it's buggy. Like it's not. It's some of it will show, like it'll show the right calculation, some of it's not."
Yeah, it looks like maybe I'll have to look more into it.
Maybe it's just me, but I have losses for things I didn't even sell. I don't understand.
Yeah, I'll dig more into this. -22. Yeah, that's I don't know. I'll have to look more into it. But
get called out now, and everyone's gonna be like, "Oh my God, Makayla said that she doesn't have very much profit margin this month. She's fake."
She's capping.
I'm capping.
I used TShirt Warehouse website plain white T-shirt to get ungated in several vans. The invoice only has a SKU listed, so I resubmitted to get ungated in multiple apparel brands. Interesting. I've never heard of that, but I guess good for you. I actually saw the craziest thing. So there was a YouTube video that I don't know, it was like popped up in my feed. But there's this guy from Britain. I don't even know who it is, but he has videos like how to get ungated by making a fake invoice and submitting it to Amazon. And like he literally goes through the process of like how you'd make a fake invoice. And like everyone in like the comments, like, "Oh my God, this is amazing." I'm like, you guys are all gonna get suspended. Like, that's terrible advice. And then he had another video, like a suggested video, was like, if you get suspended by Amazon, here's how to create a fake invoice to get unsuspended. I was like, bro. And then of course it's like, oh, sign up for my course or whatever the hell else he does.
Dude, BizTank, he's been here and he took my quote. Most people are inherently just lazy people. That's just how it is. He put it on Twitter.
Oh,
That's so funny. It's true though. I'm always speaking facts. I just like on my Twitter to see that. That was so funny.
oh my god, that's pretty funny. Is small and light only for FBA, or does it apply to FBM as well? I think it's only FBA, right?
I have no idea, honestly. I've never done small light for FBM. I mean, I've never shipped
Okay.
small, I should say.
Most
of my stuff is.
Light apply to merchants.
I feel like we should know this, John.
I don't merchant fulfill anything, so I don't worry about it.
Well, my excuse is I don't ship anything small. Literally. Everything that I ship out is like at least, I'd say $30 and up, and it literally not small. They're like medium sized items usually. But I don't do FBM anymore, honestly.
Let's see. Amazon Owl. I've never heard of this. Says yeah. Let's see.
Does anybody know in the chat?
Yeah, if you guys know.
You get a gold star and you will not be lazy. I will not classify you as lazy.
It has to be 16.9x4. Yeah, Prey 7. 10 ounces. I thought they upped the weight. I don't know. Who knows? I don't know.
I like how they changed the price. I wish they'd up a little bit more, like $15.
Let's see. I think this actually might be old. So they don't have like the $12.
I don't know, honestly. That
they have like screenshots of the small and light fees. Well, like they only have it based on Amazon. They don't have it based on pick and pack. Wait in here.
I just keep seeing FBA small and light, so I don't know. I was gonna say I don't think there is.
Yeah, because there's really no benefit to Amazon. You're shipping it. I think that's the only benefit. Yeah, if we're wrong, Corey's to blame. We're gonna say Corey's. He said, yeah, I'm gonna say no, but who knows? Yeah, I just don't know what the benefit would be. Corey says it's just an Amazon.
What I thought. Want to make sure.
Yeah, I don't want to be called out for giving bad advice.
Gold star for Corey.
Yeah, definitely, 100%.
Anybody else any questions?
Yeah, what other questions do you guys have?
Biz Tank, I know you're in here.
Biz Tank. I'm gonna go there right now.
Somebody said is FBA small and light worth it? It's a Google search.
Yeah, it's always funny whenever you Google, someone's always like, is it worth it? It's either that, it doesn't work, or I'm trying to think what the other things.
Sometimes it's hard to do small and light when you're shipping to your prep center. Because like if your prep center fee is like $1 or $1.30, $1.50, I mean,
you really
zero.
Yeah, that is like the tough part too, and it's like I don't know, not that it's a waste, but like most small and light stuff is just like you're just putting like a SKU label on it. Obviously, like you're using a prep center to do that, but like I've definitely done some small and light because like wow, I'll just put a sticker on it, but like it still turns out to be a nightmare just to like do the shipment, all that other stuff. I'm just like, why'd you do this? Because I feel like small and light, like to make it worth it, you have to do volume. So then it's like you're making $1 or $2 on a product and prepping 100 of them. So it's like, why are you prepping like shipments that you're not making that much money on? You might as well just like source higher profit products.
Yeah. I do like small and light though, certain cases.
Yeah, I don't ship anything small like to prep. I'm literally prep some now. Nice. Put the ASIN in the chat. Help the people out.
Yeah, let's get some ASINs up in the chat.
Your best ASIN. Your best replay.
Yeah. I'm gonna need everybody to drop your best ASIN in the chat just for research purposes only.
Yeah.
I gotta figure out what category is the best category to sell in.
Yeah, it's like actually kind of funny like that you say that, because that's like basically what like a Discord group is. Like they put the best ASINs in the Discord. Everyone buys them, and that tanks. It's like it's a tough model.
And that way I can tell the people who constantly ask me which category is the best one to sell in. I can let them know this is for research purposes, like I said.
It's for research. Yeah, when we do like the sourcing on like the boot camp, it's like, yeah, this is just to show you, like, don't buy this stuff because like just don't. It still amazes me though, like when someone does put that like on Twitter, like, oh, like tweet, retweet, like I'm going to send you the lead. It's like, I don't know why people think that's like a good idea.
I don't have enough time in the day to do that.
Period. I'm busy finding my own leads.
Yeah, I'm busy making money.
Best eats and Pepsi bundles.
Yeah, can we get best bundles period?
Best bundles period. Yeah. I like that idea.
At least like 500 sales a month.
Yeah, I feel like I know someone that they were saying that they do wholesale and they sell a ton of like soda. I guess it works because they could like send it in on a pallet. They're like, it's amazing like how much people will pay for like a 24 pack of like Diet Coke or something like ridiculous.
What about Walmart? You can pick it up at curbside.
I'm actually definitely so like I know Amazon is always just like, oh yeah, we get it to you the fastest, and like that's 100% not true. I've definitely been ordering like some stuff on Walmart because I have like Walmart Plus, and it just comes like same day or next day. I'm like definitely doing this over Amazon.
I don't live in an area where I can get that.
Damn.
What's that? Just perspective for you. There's no Uber, there's no Lyft, there's no Walmart Plus, there's no Walmart where I live. There's no DoorDash. None of that. We don't really have a fancy gym either to work out. It's pretty basic. Like a high school, like not, I wouldn't even say a high school gym because some people have really bougie high schools, but like if you could think of like a D, like a D3
Wow.
gym.
Yeah, where my warehouse was, it was like that. There was no Uber or like there was no takeout. Like if you didn't bring food, like you were screwed. You had to drive like 20 minutes to like go get lunch or something. So a 24 pack of Diet Coke cans sells on Amazon for $27.65.
What?
That's crazy.
What?
And then if you got the bottles, the 16.9 ounce bottles, 24 pack, it sells for $35.65. That is insane. Definitely sells. Yeah, it definitely sells a lot, actually. That's crazy.
That is nuts.
Yeah, I guess as someone like, yeah, I don't know, I guess.
Pop is outrageous at the store, let alone on Amazon. There's no way.
Yeah, that'd be two. Let's see.
The only pop I would buy on Amazon, if I would purchase some on Amazon, is like craft soda. And that's, yeah, I'm a huge craft soda person. I usually go to Pittsburgh and go to Grandpa Joe's. You know what Grandpa Joe's is?
I don't.
You want to what?
What is it?
It's a candy store. If anybody in here knows what Grandpa Joe's is, you're the realist. I go there every like 3 months. I would like to go more.
Yeah.
But I go buy like a 12-pack of just random assortment. Like they have some like old like Crush and like Coke, and then they have like weird flavors like dill pickle and ranch. And then obviously they have some good stuff. Like Red Ribbon. Do you know what Red Ribbon is?
I haven't heard of it. I'm not sure what it is.
Are you from Pennsylvania or not?
Is it ice cream?
No, it's a craft soda. You're from Pennsylvania. You didn't even know your own.
No, I'm originally from New York. I live in Pennsylvania.
Oh my God.
I've been in New York like for most of my life.
It's just, yeah, look it up one day. It's just it's a pop. They make like cherry root beer. The root beer is really good. Cream soda, orange.
Interesting. I'm gonna have to look into this.
And they sell it at Burgatory. Do you know what Burgatory is?
Burgatory? No.
Okay, I think that's more like a Pittsburgh thing, but they sell it at that restaurant. It's
How
really
far
good.
are you from Pittsburgh?
2 hours.
2 hours. Have you ever been to the meatball shop there?
No.
That place is amazing. Called like Primo, I think. It's like the whole menu is like revolves around meatballs. It's so crazy.
Primo?
It's so good. Yeah, let's see.
It's called Primo. I like meatballs though, so I might go try that out. I know when I go up to that area, well, not Pittsburgh, but like outside of Pittsburgh, where you get in, I usually go to Bahama Breeze.
Bahama Breeze.
I love Bahama Breeze.
Oh no, it's not called the meatball shop.
Is it called Pizza Iolo? Whatever. I brought Primo, and it's a pizza.
Yeah, Primo, I think. Primo.
Do they sell pizza there too?
Yeah.
Okay, that's probably it then. That pizza place. Let's talk about that one more time. That pizza place in Miami was delicious.
Yeah, that pizza place was amazing.
I just want to go to Miami just to go get that pizza again.
Yeah, when I was there like 2-3 days earlier, and I think I ate there. I got lunch there almost every. Oh, my bad. It's called Imperio. Is that what you said?
No, that's a different one.
Right, I'll put it in the chat.
Imperio. Wait, how far are you from Pittsburgh?
Probably like 10. Why's that thing not working? One of my favorite places to go. Is it not working for you?
In the chat. I don't see it.
Unless it like went out of business.
Now it's bringing up trucking services.
Oh, I think this might be it. Sorry, guys, this is very important. This is like one of my favorite places to eat. This is definitely it. Oh, I can't find their website. Yeah, this is their Facebook page. So go check that out.
Oh, okay. I was not spelling that right.
I don't know why they must like. I don't know, but everything's based around meat. It's like one of the. Oh my god, I kind of want to go there now. All right.
It's called a meatball joint. This is hilarious.
It's like I mean, like they basically you get like a menu and it's like here's your choice of meatball. You could pick like pork, turkey, chicken, or whatever. And there's like 5 or 6 sauces. And then you pick your pasta and they put it all in a bowl. And yeah, it's amazing.
Oh, now I want to go to this.
What's up? We'll definitely have to go there. Maybe we'll do a live meetup. The reseller happy hour live meetup. How does FBA handle items like prepackaged cheese that needs refrigeration? I don't think you could send that stuff in, can you?
I've never done it.
I've never done it either. I'm guessing you need like ice. I'm pretty sure you have to like send stuff like that and like with ice packs or something.
I've never tried.
Where in New York are you from? I was from Long Island. I have a question about Repricer. How do you guys determine your min and max? For mins, do you check the lowest price on Keepa, or do you calculate using a ROI or a profit number? So for me, I use an ROI number. So I use GoAura. So I just put in my max price, and then GoAura calculates the min price automatically for me based on the ROI I want. So that's kind of done automatically for me. So that's kind of how I do it.
So I don't use Aura. So I just honestly look at the last 90 days, and I don't know, it's more complicated than his. I usually look at the 90 days, and I like to use Sales Booster. So it's pretty aggressive. So I run my minimums pretty tight, and what I mean by that is whatever the buy box price is, I'm usually just right, like I'm either right on the buy box and then I have my maximum obviously up, or it's just like 5 cents difference. So I don't know. That's just kind of how. But then I also have to like fix my repricer frequently because I run such tight. Because if it's obviously goes down, 10 cents and I'm right above. I mean, obviously you can still get sales and stuff, but like you might be missing out on some at that point. So yeah, it's not. That's why I think I need to switch to like SellerSnap.
Yeah, repricing stuff. I mean, yeah, it's a little bit more complicated than I just explained it. But yeah, like I'm not really looking at like the 90-day and stuff like that. But yeah, for the maximums, I'm just it's off percentage. Do you keep your prices to the max until item is available after Arbitrage receives it, and then switch it to min and max buy box? Can you talk about your price strategy? So in GoAura, I use something that's called like an oscillation strategy, which just means like for me, I'm not trying to match buy box. I am like, so Aura is basically trying to find the buy box. So I give them the min and my max, and that's based on the ROI. And then Aura throughout the day is taking the price down or up, trying to hit the buy box, or what makes the most sense. It's always interesting. It never seems to almost sell everything at the same price. They're usually like, sometimes it'll be, let's say $30. Sometimes it will get 35. Sometimes it gets 32. Sometimes it gets 28, and just keeps going up and down, based on what else is going on. And that I've liked that strategy because I feel like sometimes if you're just like, well, I'm just going to match the buy box. Well, if you're not at the buy box price, if you're like, let's just say like 25 cents off of the buy box, like I'd rather just get the sale like 25% or 25 cents less profit than like wait to the next rotation. And on the flip side, maybe I get an extra $1 because it bounces up. So I feel like it just kind of evens out. And that's kind of why I like to do it that way.
Yeah, it's not even set to active until it like checks in. So when it's ready to go, then that's when my repricer is going to be turned on. But like, I don't turn it on until it's like ready to be sold, because then obviously you're going to jack with the price. And I've had that happen accidentally, and I've had that happen without the repricer. Like this just happened like last week, maybe. I bought a bunch of stuff, and my my VA put the pricing in for the Seller Central. Like nobody has access to the repricing except for me, and I'm still like very particular about it. But he put it in there obviously to like list it, because he lists it into Seller Central, and he put the price as the buy box that was then, and like Amazon had came back in stock, and the price was like, I'd say $60 cheaper at that point in time. And he put it to that price, and I was literally losing $48 on every single one, and I sold 3 of them, and I was like, I checked my sales, and I was like, wait a second, I know I paid this amount for it. Why am I?
That,
set to that. So I had to tell him like, hey, like you need to make sure that that is set up higher. Like we're not worried about, making a bunch of money whenever things are in transit. Like you need to set it high and then we can bring it back down. But
yeah,
he
I
had
always
it.
said, yeah. So what I do is like when I source something, normally I'm using SellerAmp. So I'll put it at the highest price that I think I could like get, and I'll add that to my spreadsheet, and that will be the price it's listed at. And then when I'm in Aura, I'll see it in my SKU, and that'll add that as the max. This way I don't have to go back and like calculate it and do all this crazy stuff. It's just easier for me that way. But yeah, you don't want to be repricing when you're not in stock. I've definitely, and also if you like replenish something, that happened to me the other day where one of the listings tanked and then it came back around and I just dropped it. It like checked in or whatever, and the repricer was on because I used the same SKU, and it sold all break even. I was like, damn it! Like, I never like turned it off, but it happens. I literally just looked at Seller Central. I'm like, wow, these are all selling. Then I saw the price. I'm like, oh crap. Like, yeah, that's no good.
Yeah, so that was an interesting. And then he also did it to another listing, and then I was losing money on that as well. So it was like, oh, like $200, $250 worth of stuff I just lost. I was yeah.
Yeah, that's always rough.
Good time. Like I looked at it and I was like,
yeah, I mean, yeah, those are always tough, especially. Yeah, I've had that. That's the hard. I think that's one of the hardest parts about repricing is like, especially if you're on these listings that like don't have a lot of sellers or a suppressed buy box. Those are kind of like hard to navigate because Amazon tends to like to bring the price of those down. And if you're not like paying attention or have like a good min set, they're definitely going to bring that down, which is annoying. And once it goes down, it's really hard to get that price back up.
and honestly, you learn the most whenever you make those mistakes, and then you're like, oh, they're costly too, like stuff like that. Like no, like as soon as that I saw it, we're not doing that again. Like we gotta make sure we don't do that again. Like
I would say that and like returns. Returns are like one of those like things you don't really see. It's just like when you're like, oh wow, this sold really well, and then you click on the SKU in Seller Central and you're looking, you're like, oh, like let's just make sure this is like profitable, and then you look and it's like half of them got returned. You're like, oh yeah, no, not replenishing this. Like this is terrible.
Yeah, I had an item that was returned like 30%, and I was like,
wow, damn.
It was an expensive item too. It was like $250.
Yeah, that's brutal.
So now I have some of them sitting in my house now. I don't know what to do with them either. The problem is that Amazon, if you're listening, Amazon, I hate it because they didn't put it into another box when they sent it. They left it in the manual box. And so when they sent it back to me, the box looked like it had been through the war. So now I'm like, the item itself has never been used. Like it is in the package, everything is intact, like it has not been used, and I'm 100% confident about it. But the box has like, it looks like somebody punched it, like just.
Oh man, yeah, I got one of those back the other day as well.
I'm like, this is brand new. It's just the package is messed up.
That's annoying.
So I'm like, I'm gonna sell it on Facebook, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, might as well. Maybe your new tenant will buy it.
Yeah, maybe my tenant. Maybe I'll give it to them. Be like, here's
your what happened to the box? Like, don't worry.
Yeah, just shut up.
Yeah, just take it. You guys have any last questions? Let's see. Maybe we'll get a guest next week.
Chris Grant.
Yeah, we could get him.
We get Chris Grant on the line.
Yeah. Maybe we'll get Avery or Taylor. Get Drew. He would do it.
Drew would do it.
I'll text you after this. All right. If you guys don't have any more questions, we are going to end it here. And we'll see you guys next week. Peace.
Peace.
And broadcast.